reach us by Twitter at OnlineStation1.
Hits, back to back. The show with the most adrenaline.
Internet radio.
This is the online station serving the nation 24/7. Broadcasting every day from Scotland, we have the biggest variety of hits anywhere online, plus great banter from Scottish DJs. Find the online station on Facebook, online at our website, and on all your smart and streaming devices. Just say, play the online station serving the nation 24/7.
It's Craig Gordon on the online station and across the big radio network.
Playing more of the best trance, the world of trance, the online station.
Good evening, everybody. It's the Craigie Boy across the big radio network and the online station and Johnston Sound. This is the World of Trance Part 2. Yep, we done Part 1 yesterday. This is Part 2 tonight. We're doing 2 hours till 11. And then back to our normal 1 hour slot in a couple of weeks. So tonight and next Monday, we're 9 to 11 for a couple of 2 hour specials. But here we go. New World Punks kicking us off. This is Romper.
We deem it imperative to altogether explain both the primary concepts and magnanimous effects a posse show delivers to an audience area. We do this so you can get a bit of insight on this pre-named devastating look and know a bit of exactly what to expect should you seriously consider splurging your imagination and actually witnessing a posse show. If you are looking to see some flashy no-no, or perhaps a far-out sideshow, these are not contained in this realm. Posy Show takes the ideas of sight and sound and boosts them with a supernatural blend of environmental energies, thus regenerating the entire area, allowing one's senses to actually see sound and, as a result, create a vision for what they hear. In the beginning, many a millennium ago, with the birth of communication and the mastering of its manipulation, came about the process of virtually elevating the senses to a point of total positive excellence. It is urged, as we enter this domain, to keep ever so present in your mind that the spectacle being observed is the sensation of self-interpretation and should not be construed as to become unproportionately absorbed by the individual's own channels of distortion. And remember, good people, this is only a show. We repeat, this is only a show.
What an absolute tune from Misha Hellsloot and Illuminate Above the Clouds. And we started off with New World Punks and Romper. How we doing, Paul Ray up in Ormison? How we doing, lad? You good? Looking forward to hearing some of your new stuff, mate. Paul does a lot of like hard house and all that, guys, so do, if you get a chance, check him out on SoundCloud and everything. Maybe see if we can maybe throw a bit of a trance mix my way if you can. It'd be nice if you can, mate. If you do, let me know. We'll get it on the Big Radio Network and of course the online station. But how we're doing, guys, as I say, the next 2 weeks Tim Tyrrell can't be on between 10 and midnight. So what we're doing is the World of Trance is going to be on from 9 to 11 tonight and next Monday across the Big Radio Network and the online station and Johnston Sound. So good evening to everyone on both those stations. Hopefully you're going to enjoy tonight's proceedings. We continue with Davey Asprey and Dreamers.
While undergoing our positivity observation, it never fails to amaze the few of the increase in the number of entities coming to the realization that they, and only they, control the direction of their destiny. Although positive proportions continue to maintain a lower representation than their negative counterparts, with the advancements that we witnessed, positivity is merely a reality that's waiting to happen. We have observed lifestyles taking a turn for the better simply by acknowledging the fact that it is up to the individual to steadily and continuously strive for self-betterment. There are supernatural societies that have grasped these philosophies and transformed from the possibility of extinction to becoming the most flourished cultures in existence today. Such an overwhelming metamorphosis is accomplished not by collective numbers of individuals pulling together for a common cause, but by the individual pulling its own strengths together and, in effect, creating common cause. To the few of the posse, we see this as very promising to affect the serenity that existence so desperately needs. Yes, hello good people. Keep up the good work.
TV Asprey and Dreamers will be back with a bit of Caillou Albert very soon.
What doorstep traders say and mean can be very different. For example,
hello, I was passing and noticed the state of your roof.
Hello, your roof's fine, but I could make a fortune here.
Some doorstep traders mislead, some may steal. It's your right to say no. See adviceguide.org.uk or call the Citizens Advice Consumer Helpline on 08454 040506.
Hello listeners, I'm Angus Martin. You can listen to my shows Tuesday midday to 2 p.m. UK time, also Thursday midday to 2 p.m. UK time, also Sunday 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time. If you'd like to listen live, it's www.theonlinestation.co.uk, and if you'd like to give us a request, it's request@theonlinestation.co.uk, also on Twitter @OnlineStation1.
You're listening to Craig Gordon on the online station, serving the nation 24/7.
Across the big radio network, it's Craig Gordon on the online station.
interpreter for the few, it is in my position to deliver a bit of background on some of the basic philosophies a display of this type embodies. We transmit polydimensional and in accordance with certain supernatural standards set many a millennium ago. In the interest of 100% effectiveness and long-lasting rememorization, it has been decided that the few only be exposed through auditory faculties. We have found that certain conceptions, certain means of projection, certain instrumentalities merely hinder communication conciseness by altering the initial effect of a message criteria. We do realize this is not done intentionally, but for the most part is an ill effect associated with full-scale communication. We have learned through eons of transmissions that by restricting the mode of projection, basic understanding by the message receiving area is enhanced greatly. Both sight and sound are intricate entities within themselves and are much too easy to distort. Controlling the effects of one or the other is a tremendous accomplishment and quite difficult to attain. we feel it is necessary that the receiver be allowed to entirely focus both their basic and primary energies on the crux of a message to acquire true and complete interpretation.
Not a bad progressive tune that, eh? KU Albert, so true DJ, love it. Right, next one. Going out to all the Digital Underground crew over in Australia and across the world. People like Johnny Failure, Johnny L of course, who presents the show, Katie Kate, Darren Dodson, Richard Green and everyone there. This one's for you from me.